Pokemon has always been a near and dear part of my childhood. I thought that the first 3 generations were masterpieces, and I've probably replayed Pokemon Fire Red more times than any other game I've ever played. And that's saying something when you remember that these games exist. But you know, as of recent, I've felt a bit annoyed with the Pokemon franchise. After being burned twice in a row, you begin to hate the thing that you should be loving. And now with the release of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it perfectly showcases everything I so badly do not want this franchise to be. And I know that this video may come off as extremely negative, but please understand my point of view as a longtime fan who knows this franchise can do so much better. With that being said, I played the Brilliant Diamond version when making this review, so please keep that in mind. However, I have heard that Shining Pearl users are very unattractive. I don't know where I heard that, but it's probably right. So let's start off with my general experience with the game, because it wasn't all bad actually. This game is very fun and is debatably better than these games, but I'm only saying that because this game is Generation 4, and at the end of the day, it's hard to make Generation 4 not fun. If you have never played Diamond and Pearl, you'll probably have a blast with this game, because just like how it was hyped up, it's a 1-to-1 remake of Generation 4. And when I say 1-to-1, I mean 1-to-1. Like, they didn't add any new gimmicks to this game, it's just quality of life and new graphics. But something they did surprisingly take from Generation 4 is the challenge. I remember there being a lot of people upset about the EXP share not being optional, but I don't think that really mattered in the end, because you're not going to be cruising through this game like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Like, when I got to the first gym, I expected to just be able to blast through it and be okay. Usually over the past few games, I would be able to go through it even at a type disadvantage. But I couldn't this time. I actually had to train up a Machop so I could beat this gym, which is something I haven't had to do in a Pokemon game for a very long time. Now, I didn't lose any battles after that point, it was actually a pretty easy journey from then on, until I got to the Pokemon League. It took 3 tries on Cynthia, and yes, the Garchomp did hurt my feelings, thank you very much. What makes this even worse is that I got lazy halfway through the game and I didn't want to train up another Pokemon, so I just used Dialga. So yeah, I'm the guy who uses the legendary Pokemon on their team. But all jokes aside, the game does make you battle with a section of your brain for once, so I have to give props to the developers for doing this. It's not really hard and it's not a complete pushover, and I can imagine that a lot of people will have a blast with this. But there are a lot of small things that all add up over time. Well, I hope you guys like mayonnaise, because things are about to get really messy. Well, let's start with the overall polish. One of the first things I noticed when playing this game was whenever I ran into a Pokemon in the wild, it just abruptly cuts into the battle. Like, is there really no animation for going into the battle beforehand? Like, seriously? To add insult to injury, the game is running at 30 frames per second. Why? What is so graphically intensive or demanding that it can't reach 60 frames per second? I've seen Mario Odyssey run at 60 FPS. What is this game doing to only have 30 FPS? And I know that it doesn't matter much when it comes to Pokemon because it's an RPG, but still, this seems like something that should be here. But you know, those are just minor complaints. My biggest issue with this game is the fact that there is nothing special. By that, I mean there's no gimmick to this game. With Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you had your Pokemon follow you. With Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you had Mega Evolutions. With this game, you have quality of life upgrades? I think I've hit the breaking point. Allow me to put this into perspective for you. This is a remake of a game that has issues like the lack of 60 frames per second, abrupt battle transitions, 0 content from Pokemon Platinum, 0 new gimmicks, bad art style, and they expect you to play this game over the original because of quality of life changes. Do you understand my frustration? The only reasons I have to play this game over Platinum are the graphics and those tiny changes. And this may be a bit of a hot take, but I don't really mind the pixelated graphics. I think it looks cool. Dare I say it looks better than the art style that they chose for this game. which, by the way, if you couldn't tell, the art style sucks. I know I'm beating a dead horse when saying this, but if I'd much rather play with pixels instead of 3D graphics, I think that's a massive issue. Considering that it's a remake, I should be appreciating the 3D graphics a lot more than I am right now. But I'm sorry, these Funko Pop looking guys don't cut it for me. There was so many times during the game where I was just thinking, man, this game looks so much better on the DS. And look, I understand that they want to follow an art style that they were passionate about, but it just doesn't fit Pokemon. In fact, this whole thing doesn't fit Pokemon. And right now I'm about to vent some of my frustrations I've been building up for a while, because I feel the steady decline and I don't like it. I've noticed a recent trend with Pokemon is that they want to try and get as many games out as fast as possible, and I think that mindset needs to change. In my opinion, Sword and Shield could have used an extra year of development. This game right here could have used an extra year. Maybe they could have added something cool to the game. But unfortunately, I don't think they will stop. In fact, Legends Arceus is releasing in January. What? Why? It is near the end of November and they're going to release another big game in less than 3 months from now. And the thing is that the open world looks so empty. Like, I'm looking at the background behind all the characters, and all I see is fields and trees. Is that all this game has to offer? It's an open world game. It needs events taking place everywhere around the map. Except I don't see that happening. All I see is emptiness. Sure, they're showing off a bunch of new features, but I'm still struggling to see where all the entertainment is going to come from when playing this game. And unfortunately, as of right now, I don't think this game is going to top any of the other Switch Pokemon games. The last thing I want is another disappointment from Pokemon right after these remakes. Now look, maybe Legends Arceus will be great, and everything I'm saying is stupid. But judging from history, I am hoping that this game doesn't come out unpolished, or even worse, a bad Pokemon game. Because I've seen the footage and the ideas look really, really cool. I just hope it's well optimized, polished, and very fun. My expectations are pretty low, but I want this game to be good. I want this video to age horribly. I want this game to be so good that everyone comes back just to tell me how wrong I am. And I will welcome all of you when that day comes. But as of right now, I'm very skeptical. Pokemon, if you need to make this game good, take more time. Delay it. Don't release it unfinished. Pokemon is the biggest gaming franchise, and it definitely deserves another masterpiece. And on that note, I think it's time to close things up. I'll see you guys soon in my Legends Arceus review and more Pokemon videos coming in the future. Thank you all for watching. Love you guys. Adios. My channel members are Speedsters United, JNXV, Rocco MK, Wizbon60fps, Dusty Basket 786, Speeder Light, Snicks, Minmeta, Saint, Sonic Hub, Thomas One Ride, Chip Chap Chop, Scape, Virtuous Azon, Sonic Pip, Zersonic, Crash D00D, The Squeaker Nerd, Super Shax Boom, Sonic Extreme, and Super Saiyan Sonic. Thank you guys all for supporting the channel. You guys help out a lot. You went out of your way to help me, and I can never repay that. Thank you guys so much. We have some interesting stuff planned for December. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Adios.